Palm Springs, a city known for its sunshine and serenity, was shaken to its core on Saturday, May 17, 2025. This picturesque desert oasis, often associated with relaxation and luxury, faced an unprecedented crisis that would leave an indelible mark on its history. A powerful explosion ripped through the American Reproductive Center's fertility clinic, a place where hope and new beginnings were nurtured, shattering the peace and leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The once bustling clinic was reduced to rubble, its facade marred by the force of the blast. The blast, heard for miles around, sent shockwaves through the community and beyond, causing windows to shatter and car alarms to blare in the distance. As news of the incident spread like wildfire, social media platforms were flooded with posts and updates, amplifying the sense of urgency and fear. The explosion, a stark contrast to the tranquility typically associated with Palm Springs, disrupted the daily lives of its residents and visitors alike. It became a grim reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present potential for violence in our world, a juxtaposition that left many grappling with a newfound sense of vulnerability. The immediate aftermath of the explosion was chaos. The air was filled with the acrid smell of smoke and the sounds of panic. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, sirens wailing as they navigated through a cloud of dust and debris. Their swift actions were crucial in managing the unfolding disaster. Residents, startled by the blast, poured out of their homes, their faces etched with a mix of confusion and concern as they tried to make sense of the unfolding events. The community, usually so tight-knit and serene, was now united in distress, their collective anxiety palpable. The air was thick with tension and uncertainty. As the magnitude of the explosion and its implications began to sink in, the residents of Palm Springs were left to grapple with the reality of their changed world. The explosion left the clinic in ruins. The once pristine facade was scarred and blackened, windows blown out, and debris scattered across the street. The force of the blast was evident in the twisted metal and shattered glass that littered the area, painting a stark picture of the destruction wrought in a matter of seconds. The air was heavy with the smell of smoke and dust, a grim reminder of the violence that had unfolded. Amidst the wreckage, a sense of fear and uncertainty gripped the community. The explosion, a stark reminder of the vulnerability of life and the ever-present potential for violence, left many residents shaken and on edge. The incident shattered the illusion of safety and security, leaving behind a palpable sense of unease. Eyewitness accounts painted a vivid picture of the chaos and terror that ensued in the immediate aftermath of the explosion. Rhino Williams, a resident who lived several blocks away, described hearing a deafening boom that rattled his windows. "It was like nothing I'd ever heard before," he recalled, his voice still trembling slightly as he spoke to reporters. "I ran outside to see what had happened, and then I saw the smoke billowing into the sky from the direction of the clinic." Another witness, Stephen Michael Chacon, was closer to the clinic when the explosion occurred. He described the scene as pure chaos, with people screaming and running in all directions. "I saw the explosion, the smoke, and people running and screaming," he recounted, his voice shaking as he struggled to maintain his composure. "It was terrifying." Section 4. Unraveling the Truth. The investigation begins. As the dust settled and the initial shock subsided, the task of piecing together the events that led to the explosion began. The FBI, recognizing the possibility of a targeted attack, took the lead in the investigation, working tirelessly to uncover the truth behind the blast. The investigation, complex and multifaceted, aimed to determine the cause of the explosion, identify those responsible, and uncover any potential motives. Preliminary findings from the investigation pointed to a chilling conclusion. The explosion was not an accident, but a deliberate act of violence. The suspect, whose identity remained undisclosed, had reportedly died in the blast. Evidence suggested that the individual acted alone, driven by extremist beliefs against population growth. The investigation continued, seeking to uncover the full extent of the suspect's motives and any potential connections to extremist groups or ideologies. Section 5. The Digital Echo Chamber. Social media reacts. News of the explosion spread like wildfire across social media, igniting a firestorm of reactions, speculation, and misinformation. The online world, often a breeding ground for fear and conjecture, became a digital echo chamber, amplifying the anxiety and uncertainty surrounding the incident. Theories, some plausible, others outlandish, circulated rapidly, further muddying the waters and fueling the flames of fear. The explosion, a stark reminder of the power of social media to shape narratives and influence public perception, highlighted the need for critical thinking and responsible information sharing in the digital age. As the investigation unfolded, it became increasingly crucial to separate fact from fiction and to rely on credible sources for accurate information. Section 6. A sign of the times? Fear and uncertainty in a divided world. The Palm Springs explosion, a tragic event in its own right, also served as a stark reminder of the increasingly volatile and uncertain world we live in. The devastation left in its wake was not just physical but emotional, affecting the lives of countless individuals and families. The incident, coming at a time of heightened political and social divisions, fueled anxieties about the potential for further violence and unrest. It highlighted the deep-seated issues that continue to divide communities and nations, making the need for unity and understanding more urgent than ever. The explosion, a microcosm of the larger societal tensions simmering beneath the surface, sparked a broader conversation about the state of our world and the challenges we face. It prompted many to reflect on the underlying causes of such tragedies and the steps needed to prevent them in the future. The incident, a tragic reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present potential for violence, left many questioning whether such acts of extremism are becoming more common. The collective grief and mourning were palpable as communities came together to support one another in the face of adversity. The explosion, a stark illustration of the dangers of unchecked hatred and division, underscored the need for dialogue, understanding, and a collective effort to address the root causes of violence and extremism. It served as a call to action for leaders and citizens alike to work towards a more peaceful and united world. Section 7. Seeking hope, moving forward in the face of tragedy. In the wake of the Palm Springs explosion, as the community grappled with the shock and sought healing, a sense of resilience and a determination to move forward began to emerge. The streets, once filled with chaos and confusion, slowly started to see signs of recovery and hope. Amidst the grief and uncertainty, there was also hope, a belief in the power of unity and compassion to overcome even the darkest of times. The vigils held were not just moments of mourning but also of solidarity, where the community came together to find strength in each other. The community, drawing strength from within and support from beyond, began the long and arduous process of rebuilding and healing. Volunteers from neighboring towns and cities joined hands with local residents, showcasing the true spirit of togetherness and mutual aid. The Palm Springs explosion, while a tragedy, also served as a powerful reminder of the importance of cherishing our loved ones, appreciating the fragility of life, and working together to create a more peaceful and just world. Families found solace in each other, and memorial services became a testament to the enduring human spirit. The incident, a stark reminder of the human capacity for both darkness and light, underscored the importance of choosing hope over despair, unity over division, and love over hate. Community meetings became platforms for sharing stories, offering support, and planning for a brighter future. For in the face of adversity, it is our shared humanity, our resilience, and our unwavering belief in a better tomorrow that ultimately defines us. The act of planting trees and flowers symbolized new beginnings and the promise of growth even after the darkest of times.